So this is my little kitchen, which is quite cute and tiny, but like every girl, I've got a castle at the other end of my kitchen cupboard. I started my first business when I was 18. I was away for 3 years. But in that time, it's just been slowly, bit by bit, putting it back together and picking it up and regenerating it. So it's a very interesting time for old estates because we all have to be business heads now. In the old days, nobody needed to be a business head. This is Brian Baldwin, our general manager.
Hi there, how are you?
Very much looks after all the hospitality side incredibly well.
Very good.
So we're just going to sneak in and have a quick bite of lunch.
Good, good. Have you been to the lodge yet?
Would you like to show us in?
Yeah, come on ahead. Yeah.
This is where all the hard work is done. And this is probably one of the busiest kitchens on the estate. We've lost Andy. He's just disappeared down to the castle. We actually have 5 sets of kitchens on the estate, which is quite a challenge for the chefs because there's quite a distance between them. So we have kitchens down in the basement, we have kitchens here where we do breakfast, we have kitchens for banqueting, we have kitchens in the lodge for Connor's Bar, and we have kitchens upstairs for snaffles. The estate is very complex and very interwoven, and it's a living, breathing creature, so there's always something that needs to be either, restored or brought back up to speed. And then you get to the wider area, it's how do we work with the local community, it's what can we do to support them, and we're working on all of those plans at the moment. This, being a girl, is one of my favourite places. This is Trish's chocolate shop. Here we go. Hello, how are you? Wow, what have you got? What can we try?
White chocolate, if you want to have a little piece of that, you
Ooh.
can chunk of that.
Sorry, I'm just going to have a little private moment here. Fantastic. There's a lot of the social history of the last 100 years for me is fascinating. So my side is a lot of trying to capture that, and then as we capture it, it's how do we then share it and how do we protect it for future generations. This is the archives room, or a muniment room. This is a work in progress at the moment. We have a lot of stuff in storage, so we're trying to find homes for it. What we're concentrating on really is the last 100 years, because that's the most fascinating, I think, in terms of social history. You get wonderful things like swords, my great-uncle Norman. There was dueling swords, human skulls, little hand-embroidered Easter eggs before they made chocolate eggs. It's a very magical area. So there's 2 very distinct sides here. You've got all of what we call the heritage side of it, and then you've got all the hospitality side of it. And the hospitality is people coming to stay in the castle, coming to stay in the lodge, coming here for weddings, enjoying the equestrian centre. Hi, Jenny. Got the film crew here. These are all our students. They're all heading for their exams. No pressure, William. It's always like the Swan. Everything is very wonderful and calm on top. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes to make sure everything is just beautifully done and very calm. Hello, Tisha. Very well. The hardest thing here is switching a brain off. It doesn't come with an on-off switch. Come on in. The Irish big houses are very, very different to the English big houses. There's an awful lot more sense of fun and creativity, and we were very lucky because we had 2 American grandmother and great-grandmother, because the Americans could break the rules because they grew up in a very different society. This is a very pivotal time for my generation of people who are looking after estates to turn them around and make them self-sustaining and keep them going. So there's only a handful of us. Proper estates in this size, they reckon it's one of the best examples of a working estate and estate village that still work very closely together. We're still very much interwoven. The place is a little bit like a TARDIS. You open doors and just find other spaces you don't expect. Oh, you have to have a sense of humour. Life is far too short not to have a sense of humour. I mean, God, if you lived in a house like this and took yourself seriously, you'd be a real pain in the proverbials. Can I steal a chip and a tomato? Thank you. You're no looking.